Hello, this is Eric Collier, and this is my controlling presentation for the lesson plan 4 assignment. The agenda that I'm going to cover in my presentation is the bureaucratic control system, the organizational controls. The open book management is the contemporary control tool that I chose to use for this assignment. And I'm going to briefly talk about financial controls and budgetary controls independent of one another, and then how financial and budgetary controls are used in an open book management organization. The bureaucratic control system that Richard Daft outlined in our text are the 4 steps of establish standards, measure performance, compare standards and performance, and correct deviations. The established standards have to be communicated all the way from the top guy to the bottom. The measurable performance are quantitative or qualitative in nature, and then these performance measures are compared against the standards, and then it's easy for managers to identify where deviations or corrective actions need to take place. Organizational control that Ketchen and Short broke down into 2 topics were the functions and types. The functions are to track performance, pinpoint inefficiencies, and respond accordingly. This is just another way of stating the bureaucratic control system. And also in the Army we call it the operations process, where we plan, prepare, execute, and assess, and always assess. So we're planning an assignment, so we're tracking it, and then we're preparing or pinpointing inefficiencies while we're in execution, and then we're assessing and doing AARs or after action reviews, and then planning again and running back through the entire process. The types are output, behavioral, and CLAN. And Ketchen and Short said that these are the types that all organizations use a good mixture of, or most organizations anyway. Output controls are the strategic plan, what a company is really designed for. Whether it's to focus on the measurable results within an organization, such as the number of products that are produced daily on an assembly line, whether they're making pens or cars, the number of cars sold by a salesman, and that could be broken down either into daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly sales. And then for the techie guys out there, the number of hits on their website, like what are they doing to increase the output. Behavioral control focuses on controlling the actions that ultimately lead to results. And managers use this so that they can identify the strengths and weaknesses of their employees, and then either exploit their strengths or mitigate things that they're weak at. The various rules and procedures that are used are standardized or are dictated, and some of these could be either dress code, personal protective gear or safety gear, cleaning standards, and then for fast food personnel, simple things such as washing their hands when they go to the bathroom. This is to keep mistakes or bad behavior to a minimum, because it's the manager's job really to try to get rid of undesirable behavior while encouraging desirable behavior. And one way they're able to do this is to enhanced by the use of effective reward system. So good behavior is effectively rewarded. The CLAN control relies on shared traditions, expectations, values, and norms. Even within large organizations this is used. Creativity is vital. In large organizations, research and development departments use this type of control. Open book management, once again, is the contemporary control tool that I decided to use. It is a form of decentralized control. Decentralized controls just means that rules and procedures are only used when necessary. There's no set standard operating procedure. People are allowed to deviate from the norm more often than not. Shared goals between managers and workers Pretty much because the managers look at the workers as partners. Sometimes they are partners because they are employee-owned companies. The financial condition of the company is generally known to everybody, and this is why it's important for everybody that works there to have some type of to be literate in business information, because the employees are provided the information in hopes that they use that knowledge in their work to create a better product. And then employee rewards are a big part of open book management. Financial controls track performance and evaluate progress. Can be done daily, weekly, or monthly, and this is an objective measure. What you see is what you get. It's your assets and liabilities bounced off one another, and then corrective action can be taken if necessary. Budgetary controls are the most common type of control used in almost all organizations. It's a system of management and accounting control where the operations and outputs are forecasted. So this is how much it's going to cost us during the operation. This is what we're going to what it's going to cost us for the output, and what we're planning to bring back in. And then these are compared to the budget estimates to allow managers to equally distribute the money where it's needed most, or where it can be best used. And the limitations are based on estimates, which is a downside to budgetary controls, because it's not all facts. And both are continually monitored. In the Army, when we're executing things, we call these running estimates. So there's always somebody paying attention to what we're controlling on the battlefield, and in the same way, somebody's always tracking where the budget is at in an organization. Open book management with financial and budgetary controls is used really well because financial controls are exposed to all the personnel, so they understand like what's the importance of either eliminating waste or working more efficiently, and then to assist with expedient identification of inefficiencies, so that if an assembly line is running inefficient, then everybody on there, it's in their best interest to come to the manager and say, hey, we need to get this fixed so that we can get our profits up. The better understanding of how the budget is used helps everybody because it limits funding quarrels. In the Army, everybody always feels like they need more money, or more deserving than the next unit or the other platoon. And then budgeted goals per performance are known by everybody, so everybody knows what they're shooting for. And then caution for all, just another way to help slow inefficiencies. If the budget is running out in one department, they're able to flex it from one department that's doing better than the next. And then everybody's always monitoring these, whether it's daily or monthly. These are the resources I used.